Good morning, everyone. Um, God bless you. God bless your families. Um, I decided to make a video today, because I haven't been posting nothing as far as in real time lately. Before I get into this, may God bless you. God bless your family. I pray that all is well. Um, I stopped posting for a while as far as live videos because I felt like I was repeating myself. You know, um, as far as working out and things in that nature. And I know for a fact that people's been telling me, why don't you just talk about real topics, things that are going on in the world. And I didn't want to get off that niche that I started as far as posting videos about working out, which I'm still doing, but I'm making a lot of shorts, um, which people has been supporting me and showing me love, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. But I stopped posting for a while live videos because I felt that I was, constantly repeating myself, and it became something to where I started to think, maybe I should just talk about something else and bring up other subjects, right? Um, I was watching yesterday the trial that's going on, and I know that everybody is tuning in to what's going on with Diddy. And sometimes when I look at them videos, I really don't know if it's true or not because there's a lot of AI out there, and I just don't understand sometimes if a trial, the case supposed to be about trafficking, right? Child trafficking, human trafficking, um, freak off parties, right? But and then I see all these people that are talking about the kids that were there, right? But I don't see nobody talking about the kids. Everybody's saying there was kids there. Um, One lady was saying that she was one of the kids that supposedly um, child services gave her to Diddy, something like that. I really don't know. You know, I forget about her name. Supposedly she's missing out, but I'm confused because you're bringing up this trafficking this case, and you're talking about domestic violence that we seen because it's on video when he's hitting on Cassie. But and then where are the childs? You got videos saying that they found bodies, you know, um, and Cassie's supposed to be in Cassie's apartment. I don't know. You got a lot of that going on. You got people talking about 50 cents um, going into the courtroom. Cat Williams going to the courtroom. Um, I don't know if they're looking for. I don't forget her name, DeGeneres. I know J Lo's going to the courtroom. It's a whole bunch of shit that's going on YouTube, and a lot of things that are happening that I really don't know whether they AI or they authentic or not, right? But I say to myself, like, this trial is crazy, and I know that some people feel like, you know, the same way I'm looking at things that it's so confusing, you know. He still believes that he's not guilty. He still believes that he can get out, you know. To my understanding, my knowledge, right, when they offered him 15 years, I think that's what I heard somebody say in YouTube. I mean, if it was me, knowing of all the shit that I did, excuse my language, I would have jumped on them 15 years. Because if they find you guilty now, especially for the child trafficking, if they find you guilty, your knees are gonna buckle when they give you that time. Believe me, your knees are gonna buckle. Especially somebody like him that supposedly never been locked up and living the way he was living. You know, I mean, I'm talking about living the lifestyle that he was living at. Houses, cars, money, and then from there to nothing, to being in a 2x4 cell. You know, that shit's got to be fucking with your mind. Because even a person that has been incarcerated, like myself, right, being in that 2x4, it takes a while for you to get used to. Him, in the other hand, it's got to be going crazy mentally because for a person to be living the way he's been living and then from one day to the next having nothing and being locked up and not even getting out on bail and seeing all these people coming up and sitting down to testify. The last one supposedly was Jay-Z. I don't know how true it is, but that shit's got to be fucking with him, bro. Because even me, from out here, listening to these things, right, and looking at these videos and catching up with the trial, I'll be going crazy too. I'll be going bananas. So I don't know, man. You know, um, I want to know what y'all think. Put it in the comment section because should I stay talking about these topics or should I just keep going and talk about the things that I've been talking about, which is the gym. Let me get into that. Let me get off that other subject. So I went to the gym today, right? Um, they sent me this bottle. With it's called Total T, I think it is. Nugenics Total T. I don't know how many of y'all have tried it. If you have tried it, please let me know in the comment section. Um, does it work? How you feel? Does it enhance your endurance? You know, somebody out there that's maybe taking eugenics, let me know how you felt when you started taking it or how you feel while you're taking it still. Because, I really don't know too much about it. I've been reading up on it, and they send me this how you call that sample. It's for 14 days. But I just wanted to ask that question to see who have tried eugenics and has it worked? Have you felt the difference? Um, I went to work out today and I did some different things today. I changed up my whole workout, right? When I'm doing now, trying to do two body parts, you know, in a 4 day span, meaning I take 4 days and 3 days off, right? I might take it in between because for the simple reason is that when you're working out, you have to remember and keep in mind, right? You grow when you sleep, when you rest. You have to give your body enough rest because that's when your tissues heal, you know? Anyway, I want to say, may God bless you. God bless you. God bless your families. And hopefully soon I'll get back to you. I'm sorry if, you feel that I should keep talking about working out and forget about all those other subjects and just stay on my lane. Please let me know. And I'll continue posting videos about working out, which I'm doing, but I'm posting them as shorts now, you know. And like I said, I want to thank all those has been supporting me and watching my videos. You know, there's nothing but love. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Um, and nothing, man. You know, the day goes on. You know, I had a good workout. I had a good workout. Like I said, I did. I changed everything about my workout. Instead of doing and concentrating on one body part for an hour, right? I cut it in half and I started doing two body parts, you know, but intense, meaning repetitiously, meaning I only rest like 10 seconds in between, if I think that's right. I don't know how many seconds you're supposed to wait, but I do an exercise and after I stop in 10 seconds, I go back into it again. So a span of two body parts in 1 hour, I finish. In 1 hour. Because mind you, I always do stomach at the end of the workouts. Always. I spend at least a half an hour of doing stomach. There's three different machines. Plus I start doing crunches, you know, and nothing. I feel great. The only thing I don't like to do is take off 2 days, because every time I take off 2 days and I come back, I feel like I'm starting again. It's hard, and I don't want to fall back on that and start getting lazy, because and then all they're gonna do is backtrack me. I'm not gonna, once I start getting used to it and I stop going, you lose that momentum. That's why you got to keep that vibe going. And yeah, but I've been fine. Um, you know, taking it easy. Um, hoping that this weather stays nice, man. We've been getting nothing but rain, rain, rain. I want it to be in the 80s before, I can start going to the park and start working out and, doing different things. I want to get into running, like I said, because one thing is the treadmill, but one thing is when you run, you know, outside. There's a very big difference to me. I don't know. Anyway, I want to say God bless you. I see you on the next video. Enjoy your day. God bless you. Take care.